you explore Caloocan City. Caloocan is one of the Philippines' most bustling cities, having a fast-paced culture. It is in the province of Metro Manila, northwestern corner. With it is in century-old structures and gorgeous culture. This city shows it is rich legacy and culture through its enormous historical museum and ancient churches. There are numerous ways to get to this lovely city, including a bus, taxi, or jeep. However, using railway system is highly suggested because it is more convenient to travel. There are numerous cultural gems to be explored in this city. It comes from the Tagalog word "sulok," which means bay or sulok, which means corner. Caloocan could have meant nasa sulok or in the corner, as it is located where the ancient and new highways meet. That's all. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I'm Kyle, your tour guide for today. Let me explore you to Malabon. Malabon City is one of the cities in Metro Manila with truly rich emerging destination. Malabon is full of history and culture. According to legend, Malabon got its name from the words maraming labong, which means plenty of bamboo shoots. Our first destination is San Bartolome Church. San Bartolome Church is a Roman Catholic church located in Poblacion, Malabon. This church was built in 1614 by the Spaniards. In 1614, it became an independent parish with Father Luis Gutierrez as a vicar prior. Our second destination is Malabon Zoo. Malabon Zoo first opened around 1989. The zoo houses various animals and vast array of tropical fishes, which is open for public tour. It allows tourists to actually touch and pet animals. I know you guys are hungry, so let me take you to our third destination. Visit and buy at Dolores Kakanin. Dolores Kakanin has long been established since 1930. With more than 80 years of serving puto, kutsinta, sapin-sapin, and few more rice cakes and other delicacies. And for our last destination is Angel Cacnyo Art Gallery. This gallery and home hold the best collection of Angel Cacnyo's creative work, sculptures, and best paintings. Angel Cacno was a recipient of numerous citations due to his art legacies, including the design of our 100 and 20 pesos bills.
Good day, my dear tourists. I am Nicole, your tour guide for today. While waiting for our first destination, let me tell you some details about Quezon City. Quezon City was actually the capital of the Philippines for 28 years, founded by former President Manuel L. Quezon. Despite losing its title as the nation's capital in 1976, the city has continued to develop into a premier city filled with delightful activities and attractions. And now, we're here on our first destination, the Quezon City Memorial Circle. The towering structure in the center of Quezon City Circle shrouds the museum dedicated to the president from whom the city is named after. Museo ni Manuel L. Quezon features artifacts commemorating the Commonwealth President's life, from his humble beginnings in Baler to his time as president during the Japanese occupation. Now for our next destination, let's explore Ninoy Aquino Park and Wildlife Center. This 22.7-hectare land in the middle of Quezon City is a sanctuary for animals, plants, and people alike. Its vast area is the local place to do your morning jog, and the trees make the perfect shade for when you're beat and need to refresh. Meanwhile, the botanical garden boasts an impressive range of indigenous and plant species. Are you all ready for our last trip? Now, let's discover La Mesa Eco Park, another sanctuary you can escape to when city life gets a tad too daunting. The La Mesa Eco Park. Explore on foot or with a bike and feel one with nature. Thanks to its thriving greenery and flora and fauna. You can also enjoy the wildlife with different species of butterflies, birds, lizards, and fishes on its koi pond and butterfly haven. The La Mesa Eco Park is a protected watershed that is said to hold the last rainforest in Metro Manila. Did everybody enjoy the tour? All Alright, your time is up and that concludes our tour. Thank you everyone and I wish you a pleasant and memorable vacation. Have a safe trip and we're looking forward to being of service to you again.
Hello Philippines! Hello world! This is John James Aguilar, your tour guide for today. Today, get yourself ready to one of tourism and cultural hub in Metro Manila. Marikina, yes, you heard it right. Marikina was founded in 1630 and was originally called Jesus de la Peña, or Jesus of the Rocks. Fishing and farming were the first main source of livelihood in Marikina. It was originally called Marikitna, named after Felix Beringwer de Marikina. Subsequently, it was changed to Marikina, named after the town of Marikina in Spain. In 1901, Marikina was then established. In 1887, shoemaking has become well-known source of income in Marikina, and as a tribute to the shoemaking industry, in 2002, Marikina was entitled as the home of the world's largest pair of shoes, certified by the Guinness World of Record. Do you know that Marikina is known as the biggest private hacienda in the Philippines in the year 1840s, managed by Doña Teresa de la Pascua? For our first destination, we have the Marikina Shoe Museum. The Marikina Shoe Museum was conceived in 1998 under the leadership of Mayor Bayani F. Fernando. The museum was built with the aim of becoming an important venue for nurturing the historical values of the country's shoe industry, since Marikina is known as the shoe capital of the Philippines. The building was built in the 1880s. It had a significant role in the country's history. Before it became a shoe museum, the building was used as an arsenal during the Spanish period. It was also a detention cell during the Filipino-American War, where General Macario Sakay, one of the leaders of the Katipunan, was believed to have been held as a prisoner. At the latter part of the American regime, it was converted into a motor pool for the American soldiers. After the Second World War, the Tuasan family used the building as a rice mill for its entire hacienda in Marikina. It currently houses the shoes of famous personalities, including first from former President of the Philippines, as well as those of former mayors and the current Mayor Marcy Teodoro of Marikina. Government officials and cabinet secretaries, celebrities, movie stars, ambassadors, and well-known politicians including senators. Some of the shoes of former First Lady Imelda Marcos are also displayed at the museum. Our next destination is the Marikina River Park, which is known as the city's pride. Its exemplary rehabilitation has won for the city several awards and citations, among them the Hall of Fame citation from the Department of Interior and Local Government. The DILG cited Marikina River as having the cleanest inland body of water in the entire National Capital Region. The Marikina River Park is a focal point for the city's community and cultural activities. It is the site for annual Mama Mary Fluvial Parade and Festival, as well as the Marikina Christmas Festival. It has an amphitheater, floating stages, a Roman garden, Chinese pagoda, a gazebo, riverboats and picnic grounds. It has a sports facilities such as baseball field, a basketball court, and a skating rink.
Hello everyone, this is your tour guide Maki, ready and excited to show you around here in the cities of Metro Manila. Now before we even start, I want to remind all of you to tighten your seatbelts, loosen up your mind, and be ready to be filled with fun and new learnings. Because here in Metro Manila, ang turista hindi lang sumasaya kundi may natututunan pa. Here in the city of Manila, we pride ourselves with different tourist attractions, and one of which is Intramuros. Intramuros, are also called as the Old City of Manila, is a historical place that was built during the Spanish period. Intramuros was built to serve as a political and military base of the Spaniards here in Asia. Now, by its name, if we were to translate it in English, Intramuros basically means within walls. And within these walls, we also have different tourist attractions. One of them is the San Agustin Church, or by its full name, the Church of the Immaculate Conception of San Agustin, known for its Baroque architecture, and is actually one of the Philippines' UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now, this San Agustin Church has witnessed different events such as the World War II. In fact, it was built 3 times because of numerous man-made and natural disasters. It is also considered as the oldest church here in the Philippines. Now, outside Intramuros, we also have another tourist attraction, which is the National Museum. Now, here in National Museum is where all the historical and cultural artifacts are placed. It's actually divided into 5 complexities: biology, zoology, archaeology, anthropology, and arts. And another tourist destination here in the city of Manila is the Manila Ocean Park. The Manila Ocean Park is actually the first world-class aquatic park here in the Philippines. It features the diverse marine life, which is actually enjoyable, especially for educational and entertainment purposes. Next up is the Rizal Park or the Luneta Park. This park is actually the largest historical urban park, not just here in the Philippines but in Asia. This park was actually named after the Philippine national hero, who happens to be Dr. Jose Rizal. Now, in this park, you get to appreciate the history of the Philippines. And did you know that the highest flagpole here in the Philippines is actually located in Luneta Park? It is actually named as the Independence Flagpole. Lastly, we have Binondo or the Manila Chinatown. Now, Binondo is actually the oldest Chinatown in the whole world. It is a home for many businesses of Filipino Chinese, especially residing here in Binondo. Now, this place is actually good for first-time tourists, most especially tourists who loves food because they feature Chinese cuisines that would be loved by everyone. Craving for some more attractions? Worry not, because we're about to move to our next destination. Keep on watching.
This is your tour guide Kisha, and I am now welcoming you to Mandaluyong City. Mandaluyong City is referred to as Tiger City of the Philippines, Metro Manila's heart, shopping mall capital center of the Philippines. It is well developed that many of its infrastructures are owned and managed by the most successful businessmen in the country. Are you guys hungry? Well, you'll never run out of place when you are in Ortigas Center, which is frequented by the professionals and executives working in the high-rises offices. These places have become very popular in malls due to their culinary excellence and affordable style. One of these is the Asian Bites. Located on the ground floor of the Robinson's Galleria supermarket, this place is very easy to find and very popular among visitors who are looking for cheap meal and fast food style. Next, we have the Villa Marie. This well-known restaurant that specializes in appetizing Filipino food, located on the ground floor of the Shangri-La EDSA. The cost of the decent meal is about average compared with other restaurants. And lastly, we have the Crustacea. Located on the 3rd floor of the Podium ADB Avenue, this establishment offers freshly caught crabs that exudes elegant oriental air. While the menu is a bit pricey, perhaps you'd likely to try the steamed fish, grilled squid, and crab. Have you guys ever wondered how will you get to Mandaluyong City? Well, Manila to Mandaluyong City and back, the Metro Rail Transit or the MRT station is the fastest and cheapest way to get there. From the station CM Recta Avenue, hop into a train going to Quezon City. In Cubao, where you will hop into another train bound for Makati, then get off at the MRT station in Shaw Boulevard in Mandaluyong City. The entire trip should take only less than an hour and take less than 50 pesos. So, what are you waiting for? Let's go and visit the Mandaluyong City, the Tiger City of the Philippines.
Good morning! I am Miss Queenie and I'll be your tourist guide as you explore Pasig City. Guidelines and protocols have been discussed, and just a friendly reminder, we have to strictly obey every rules to be a good tourist and also to be a good citizen. Pasig is one of the oldest towns in the Philippines. And did you know that the Pasig City has a number of historical spots? Our first destination will be in the house that was built during 1880s, such as the Bahay na Tisa, an antique house made of adobe and cactus shells, the ancestral home that has been passed in the Tech family for many generations. It was called Freedom House during martial law and used for many meetings. And also, we have Guano Residence, also known as the Cuartel del Guardia Civil. Did you know that the first Marian parish in the Philippines is located in Pasig? The Immaculate Conception Cathedral, a stone church built during 1722 to 1760s. On establishments, Pasig City is also one of the highly urbanized areas in the country. Here in Pasig, among the offices that can be found in the city include the main headquarters of Department of Education, power provider Meralco, the Integrated Bar of the Philippines, and also of San Miguel. Our next destination will be Beaterio de Pasig and Chato. The remnants of the old chapel of the Beaterio de Santa Rita, or more popularly known as Beaterio de Pasig. As we head on the place Beaterio de Pasig, let me just enlighten you and share that Pasig City on the world records in 2014. Time Magazine declared that Pasig City is the selfiest city in line with Makati City with 258 selfie takers per 100,000 people. Makati and Pasig were merged into one due to Time Nearest Neighbor algorithm, which collects photos from within ratios of 5 miles from the city center. And now we're here at Beaterio de Pasig. Let's now explore and take thousands of selfies, guys! Good morning, my dear tourists! Are you excited for the tour? Well, this is the perfect time for our tour. By the way, I'm Nicole, your tour guide for this moment, and it's my pleasure to be of service to you. I would like to welcome you all to the financial capital of the Philippines, Makati City. While we are waiting for our first destination, let me tell you some details about Makati City. Makati is known as a business district, but thanks to its community of diverse cultures, nationalities, and socio-economic backgrounds, it has also become a major leisure hub for both local and international travelers. Now we're here on our first destination. Welcome to Yushchenko Museum, featuring the private art collection of RCBC Chairman Alfonso T. Yushchenko. This museum features a variety of artworks from the 19th century to the present, as well as local, cultural, historical, and design exhibit, which is geared to fostering art appreciation among the public. Its collections include the Masters Gallery that highlights, among other celebrated artists, the works of Filipino masters Juan Luna, Fernando Amorsolo, and Francisco Botong Francisco. Want more museum tour? Alright, let's explore Ayala Museum. Since 2013, the museum has become home to the Filipino Heritage Library, providing contemporary researchers access to Filipina such as rare books, archival photos, and recordings. The museum is kept dynamic through partnerships and changing exhibitions featuring modern and contemporary art both by Filipino and international artists. It also offers monthly public events on art, music, history, film, and literature. I hope everyone is having fun. Now for our last destination, let's take a look at Guadalupe Ruins. You wouldn't expect to find 17th century ruins among skyscrapers and traffic lights, but that is exactly what you get in Makati. Guadalupe Ruins are a collection of 400-year-old churches. They are some of the oldest ruins in the country, which have seen international conflict, economic rise, and fall. Did everybody enjoy the tour? Alright, your time is up and that concludes our tour. I wish you a pleasant and memorable vacation. Have a safe trip and we're looking forward to being of service to you again.
Hi, this is Red. At sabay nating libutin ang Pasay. Pasay, also known as the Travel City, is one of the most populated cities in Metro Manila, filled with busy markets, karaoke bars, shopping malls, and world-class art galleries. Two sites dominates tourist itineraries in Pasay. Head to Manila Harbor to visit the cultural center of the Philippines. Take your seat for orchestral, dance, and jazz performance in the National Theater, which features several auditoriums, admire paintings and sculptures by the local artists in the Bulwagang Juan Luna. The second major attraction is the SM Mall of Asia complex. This vast space incorporates a music hall, bowling rooms, an IMAX cinema, and an ice skating rink. Shop in toy stores and clothes outlets, and after picking up some bargains, dine in to some food courts, join thousands of fans and gigs at the Mall of Asia Arena. Take your kids to Star City, a theme park by the harbor with roller coasters, log flumes, and more. For something more slow-paced, tee off at Villamore Golf Course on the other side of the city. Resorts World offers casinos, restaurants, malls, and cinemas to please a whole range of visitors. And lastly, as you can see on your right, Pasay is the home of Ninoy Aquino International Airport, or the main airport in Metro Manila. I hope you enjoy your trip here and make the exciting city of Pasay your first stop in the region.
Now let's go to our next city. But before we start, is anybody out there hungry? Just tell me so that I can give you snacks like biscuits and chocolate. Okay? Pateros. Officially, the municipality of Pateros is the lone and first-class municipality in Metropolitan. Charles named the community Pateros after a village he had known in the Philippines. The name is derived from the word pato, the duck that lays the eggs for balut making, and sapatero, meaning shoemakers. Both are the main industries in the Philippine Pateros. Let me discuss two attractions in Pateros that tourists actually visit. San Roque Church. The church was built in 1815, having San Roque as their patron. It has a high tower on the right side where the church bells are situated. The interior of the church is well furnished, and new benches, chandeliers, and a well-planned simple altar. Its architecture is simple, both inside and outside. Pateros River, in ancient times, served as the central port focal point, which allows the ancient traders to disembark merchandises and engage in commerce. Recently, a target site for Linear River Parks Development Project under the Pasig River Rehabilitation Program 1. That's all. I hope you enjoyed the trip. This is your tourist guide, Andre. Thank you. Good morning, and as we say it in our language, magandang umaga. I will be your tour guide. My name is Andre. Please remember that. Let me show you a first-class, highly urbanized cities in Metro Manila. But first, let us always remember this two-letter word, P and L. P is for precautionary measures. Always wear your protective gear such as face shield and face mask. Strictly follow social distancing and always have your alcohol by your side. L is for littering is bad. Be responsible for all your trash and kindly practice playful. An ever-changing society full of determined and passionate people. This city is none other than Taguig. Besides the early residents of Taguig were farmers and fishermen, then the Spaniards came and ruled over the place. They found difficulty in pronouncing Taguig, so they named the place Taguig, and later Taguig, which is the today's solemn name of the city. Taguig contains the Bonifacio Global City, popularly known as BGC, Metro Manila's second most important business district, and a major tourism, shopping, dining, and entertainment destination. The Mind Museum is the non-profit project of Bonifacio Art Foundation Incorporation. It's dedicated to providing an extraordinary educational experience that inspires the public understanding of science. Venice Grand Canal is a lifestyle mall development under Mega World Lifestyle Mall. Highlighting the mall is the man-made Grand Canal. The mall's Grand Canal offers the mall guesting Italian experience with gondola ride, tours by singing gondoliers.
Good day everyone! I am Miss Queenie, your tourist guide for today. Good morning to all, or in Tagalog, magandang umaga. Let's start the trip of the heart of the North in Metropolitan Manila, Parañaque City. Did you know that in the history during the American period of the Philippines, Parañaque became one of the first municipalities in Metro Manila region. Our first destination is the National Shrine of our Mother of Perpetual Help, also known as the Redemptorist Church and colloquially as the Baclaran Church. It is a prominent national shrine dedicated to Our Lady of Perpetual Help, along the Ross Boulevard in Baclaran. Parañaque City is in the southern part of Metro Manila, the capital of the Philippines. On our way to our destination, let me just share some trivias about Parañaque City. Did you know that there are a lot of accounts of how Parañaque got its name? One such story stated that long ago, at the mouth of what is known now as Parañaque River, there stood a ballet tree that when viewed afar looked like some majestic ship. These earned the name Palanyag, taken from the term palayag, which means point of navigation. If you want to enjoy the thrill of gambling, worry not, because Parañaque City is also home to some of the biggest hotels in Metro Manila. There's Casino Filipino, Asiana City, Entertainment City, Soler Resort and Casino, and City of Dreams, Manila. And now we're here at Asiana City. Let's go and explore more in Parañaque City.
Hello everyone, I'm your tour guide Alessandra. I'd like to welcome you all to Las Piñas. Right now, I'd like to take a minute to familiarize you with the area. I promise you are going to enjoy your tour here in Las Piñas. The city of Las Piñas is one of the cities in National Capital Region. The city has several nicknames, including home of the bamboo organ, seat of love and progress, and south center of Metro Manila. Come with me and I tell you all the things that you will see. Come with me inside the St. Joseph Church. The bamboo organ inside the St. Joseph Church, considered the Philippine national treasure in 2003. The bamboo organ was built in 1816 under the direct supervision of Father Diego Serra, the first parish priest of Las Piñas. Bamboo organ has a total of 1,031 pipes, with 902 made of bamboo, and the remaining pipes was made of metal. It is known for its unique organ pipe. Imagine, we take a lot of work to finish organ. It is beautiful.
Good day everyone, I'm Kyle, your tour guide for today. And today I will tour you all to Muntinlupa. Officially, the city of Muntinlupa is a first-class highly urbanized city in the National Capital Region of the Philippines. It is called the Emerald City of the Philippines. It received the status of most competitive and improved city. Let me take you to our first destination, Jamboree Lake. Jamboree Lake is a small recreational lake in Muntinlupa, Metro Manila, the Philippines. At 1.5 hectares, it is the smallest natural lake in the country, located within the 587-hectare New Bilibid Prison Reservation. Our second destination is Alabang Town Center. Alabang Town Center is the premium suburban lifestyle center south of Metro Manila. Alabang Town Center opened in 1982 as a strip mall with a supermarket and two cinemas that had the St. Jerome Emiliani and Santa Susana Parish Church, which was built in 1970s as its anchor tenant. The mall was expanded in 1994 and 2007 and became a cosmopolitan Mediterranean design early lifestyle center. Our last destination is Sunken Garden. The Muntinlupa Sunken Garden, also known as the New Bilibid Prison Sunken Garden and often shortened to simply Sunken Garden, is a large public urban park and a local government protected zone in Muntinlupa. It is an open grassy space on the southern shore of Jamboree Lake that is lower than the surroundings elevation in the New Bilibid Prison.